Alright, I was looking through my stuff and I saw that I had put this aside, but I couldn't figure out why. Maybe it was on a previous video. I don't know, but I'm gonna nap it. Now, when I reviewed my last video on those two little arrowheads, I was listening to the background sound of my space heater, and it sounded like there was gravel rolling around inside the space heater. Now, I don't know if that's because of the microphone. I don't know if it's set to not noise cancel. That might explain it. If it's not noise canceling, then it might, pick up the sound. The space heater's right there. You can see the foot of it right here. It's within frame. If it's picking up too much of that sound, I don't know what to do. It is annoying, yes. There is a button on the microphone that supposedly, if I push it, it gets rid of the extra noises, but there's no indication that it's actually working. It's a yellow button, right? I push it, but there's no like red light or green light to say yes or no, it's on or off. So I don't know. Anyways, that was annoying as I was reviewing the last video. And I shook out the space heater just now. Maybe it's not making the same noise, but I was saying, man, it sounds like there's gravel rolling around inside that space heater. But there isn't. I don't hear it just listening to it right now. It doesn't seem like there's anything interfering with the space heater in any way. It sounds quiet to me. Okay. So what is this? This is mahogany obsidian. I don't think there's any transparent areas. Why am I looking for transparent areas? Because if it has transparent areas, I gotta call it triple flow because it has transparent, black, and red. 3 different colors. But if it doesn't have any transparent, then it's just regular mahogany obsidian with slight banding in it, or streaks of black obsidian, just like normal mahogany obsidian. There is a difference between the triple flow mahogany and the regular mahogany. The triple flow mahogany seems to nap better in that it doesn't snap in half as much. Yeah. It's weird, I know. I like mahogany obsidian. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorites. It's very similar to the black and gray butter dacite that I like. Yeah, I can make very thin points from mahogany obsidian if I'm very careful. And it doesn't take much physical effort to nap it. That's something else I like. Sometimes I can be very careful with an obsidian and it still doesn't cooperate at all. Every step is a fight. Yeah. So not all obsidian is the same. And just because it's a certain color doesn't mean that it naps just like an obsidian of the same color. They can be very different. Anyways, just in case you didn't know, I didn't know that. I figured Obsidian was pretty consistent until I started sampling a lot of different types, and I found out that it's not consistent at all. And you can't judge it by the way it looks. You have to actually start napping it. So what are the tricks of the trade in dealing with the different obsidians? How can some people nap a bunch of different obsidians to a high degree of skill, or to a high degree of good results? They have perfected the art of the tweak. Not the twerk, the tweak. They tweak their technique. Yeah. You have to tweak the technique just slightly. Not too much and not too little. And then you can get it. You can get it to cooperate. Yeah. If you're the type that wants expedient results, you're going to have to live with a lot of little mistakes. Like me, I do the expedient type of napping, and I have to live with a bunch of little mistakes on my points. Because I'm not going to take the time to be especially careful. And take extra time on each striking area or each platform or whatever to ensure the perfect flake. Chasing the perfect flake for me is a headache. Perfect flake, big old headache. Yeah, it's a rule. Some people find that to be one of the awesome things about flint napping is the chasing of the perfect flake. They love it. I do not. Some people like to go like this and do the thing. After they do a good flake, they go, ta-da. I prefer to say, voila, but I don't gloat over every really nice flake. I do sometimes. But gloating gets old sometimes. Yeah. It's fun, but it gets old. I can gloat over these good flakes, but it's not why I flint nap. I flint nap for the end result. I like having accomplished a point, or an arrowhead, or a knife, or whatever, tool, or whatever. I like the finished product. Even if it has little defects and stuff. You know, I might kind of regret not doing a better job. Yeah, it does. The regret creeps in sometimes. But at least it didn't break. Yeah. That's my consolation. It didn't break. So I like it. Some of you might say, that's it? Just because it didn't break? Yeah, that's it. When it breaks, it must be a real heartbreaker, huh? No, it's not that bad. I've learned to live with the breaks and the flaws all that stuff. It actually doesn't bug me. Unless I break the tip off, yeah. Because I'm trying to be extra especially careful with the tips. That's where I'm critical of myself. Because there's no excuse. I should be able to handle working on the tips. Yeah. I've been doing this long enough. I say to myself, what's the problem? And if I break off the tip, it's like, you've learned nothing. What have you been doing all this time? Yeah. That's the only time that I really don't like it. Yeah. Otherwise, I like the result. Even if it breaks, yeah, I can learn from the breaks. In most cases, if I don't lose my temper, yeah. Even those bites, you know, as long as I have plenty of width, I can live with that. If I do that toward the finishing stage, yeah, it gets on my nerves. How do I avoid it in the finishing stage? I just have to not hit it as hard and not try it for big flakes toward the end. I have to wind down from trying for the big flakes. It's not always possible because once in a while I have to take away a big flake as part of damage control. But if there's no damage control necessary, I can control how hard I hit the edge, and if I don't need to hit it hard, I won't hit hard. Yeah. And it, you know, helps to prevent, doesn't guarantee, but it helps to prevent those bites and mistakes like overshots. If I don't have to hit it very hard. Alrighty. Alrighty. I slacked off today and gathered some shoots. I slacked off from Flintknapping. Because I said, the snowstorm is coming. We can see it on the radar. All indications are that there's going to be like 6 inches of snow. I'm not going to be able to get to my favorite spot to collect arrow shoots. So I'm going to go check it out. Because I'm gonna go stir crazy in the house going, I should have gone yesterday. So I went today. And I got some silky dogwood. And I even found a shoot of cherry. Now, where I found it, I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly where in that patch did I find the cherry. I was just going crazy looking for straight shoots, and I was snipping here, snipping there. Trudging through swamp here, trudging through puddles there. I don't remember where that cherry was. How did I figure out it was cherry? Well, when I got back to the house with all my shoots that I had cut and gathered, I started cutting them all to length and looking at which is the good part of this shoot and which can I cut off, which part can I cut off that is no good, and sort through what I gathered. And I found a cherry shoot. I didn't know what it was at first. I said, dang, this bark is very dark. This is not silky dogwood like all the other ones. Actually, I gathered some silky dogwood, some don't tell me I can't remember. Buckthorn, alder buckthorn, and I think a couple pieces of viburnum, and that cherry shoot. I'm thinking to myself when I got back, this is a dark bark. What is it? How do you tell what it is when you can't ID it from the bark because your plant ID doesn't tell you? You don't remember what the plant looked like that you snipped it from. You're looking at the color of the wood, and it's all the same. Very light color wood. What do you do? Sniff it. Some of you guys already know. Yeah, you scrape a little bit of the bark off and you sniff it. And you go, oh, wait a second. That smells just like cherry. That I've cut from my own backyard. We have the same plant in my backyard that is in a spot where it makes it a nuisance. So I trimmed it. And sure enough, smells like cherry. That's how I ID'd it. It has a very distinct smell. It doesn't smell good. It just smells like cherry wood. Some people say, no, cherry wood smells good. Yeah, probably the same people that think that black walnut smells good. It does smell. It has a distinctive scent, but it doesn't smell good. I don't think, anyway. I'm partial to how. Let's see, which wood do I like? I like the way hickory smells, and I like the way mulberry smells, and osage. I like osage, especially when you burn those woods. I like pecan, the way it smells, and also when you burn it. I like birch because, for some reason, I've always liked birch, the way it smells, and things like that. So yeah, I've got a piece of cherry wood for arrow shoot, and so I was happy. Happy that I slacked off and did the arrow shoot collecting instead of Flintknapping. Yeah. But now I'm pressed for time. I don't know. How many pieces am I going to offer in the auction? I don't know. I tried to offer a minimum of 5 or 6 minimum. I might just go with the minimum again. I don't like doing that though. I'd rather have 10. But if I rush, I'll have 5 good ones and then 5 bad ones that, I don't think are that great. If I rush through and make points fast just to knock them out, just get down in there, put your nose to the grindstone, knock them out. I've done that. I can do that. But they don't look that great. Yeah. And I don't want to risk making them super thin. If I'm just going to knock them out, they're going to be just, utilitarian. They're not going to be fancy. So yeah, that's the way it goes every week. Sometimes I don't even offer what I've made for the week in the auction. I find some other way to get rid of it. Because, I can't be stacking up a bunch of points. I give some away to my kids. I'll give some to people who I meet, and they ask me, what do I do? They ask the question, what do you do? Oh, okay. And I say to myself, this is why I don't go out. People ask me what I do. Dang it. I make arrowheads. Really? Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah, thanks. I know. I'll make you one. Really? Yeah, no problem. Awesome. So I just give them one of the ones that I've made that put my nose to the grindstone, knocked it out. Yeah. What's the problem? No problem. I give it to someone that doesn't know anything about arrowheads. And there you go. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. They're happy. Everybody happy. It's so good. Yeah, it's great. Everybody happy. So even if I don't offer like 10 points in the auction. Everybody's still happy. Except the people in the auction that don't win anything. Those guys, I feel sorry for you guys. I don't know if there's someone out there that has participated in almost every auction and never won anything. That would be bad. I think I might actually offer something for free if you can show me that you've participated in almost every auction but never won. Or, you know, someone outbid you by $2. 6 different occasions. Yeah. I might be willing to set aside some nice points for people like that. Don't get no ideas though. Don't go saying, hey, I'm gonna lose every auction I can from now on. I'll get a free point. Yeah, don't get no ideas. I just feel bad that not everyone gets a chance to win. I like to see people win. Yeah. When is the auction? Where is it? And how much do these things cost? And blah, blah. Just look at my previous auctions. You don't know how to search my channel? Just ask a 5th grader. Yeah. Someone who's in the 5th grade. Well, that's a snarky answer. Yeah, I know. But do it. Don't just complain about it being a snarky answer. Do it. No excuses. Should be able to search YouTube. If you can't, you're missing out. Not just on my channel, but on everything. If you cannot search YouTube, you don't know what you're missing. You can just type in and do a search and say, well, let's see. I got this power tool that hasn't worked in 14 years. Let me type it in. How do you repair blah, blah, blah after 14 years? And then it'll pop up how to repair it. They'll even have a user's manual guy that comes up and says, I got the user's manual on your tool. You might even be able to turn it in for cash if it's got a lifetime warranty or whatever. And you're missing out. You don't even know. You don't know what you're missing. Because you can't do a search. And you found out all this because of Jack Crafty's auctions. Yep. So there you go. Someone was telling me, I know who it was, I just say someone so I protect the innocent. Someone was telling me that they encountered my channel after listening to some weird side of YouTube music. There's some weird music on the weird side of YouTube. Yeah. Don't ask me, because I don't know. That's something that I don't investigate or ask questions about. I just go, oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. I don't ask questions. I don't want to know about anybody's preferences on the music. I don't judge on that basis. Don't even want to know. But anyway, he found my channel after watching some music videos. That's like the strangest way to encounter my channel, I think. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I misunderstood how he found my channel, but that's how I think he found my channel, through a music video. I think that's really odd. People usually find my channel because they're watching stuff like Ancient Aliens or survival videos. Like, in a survival situation, you want to do blah, blah, blah. Or, this 17-foot tall human must have been a hybrid between aliens and humans. And yada, yada. Those two types find my channel. Yeah. I don't know. I don't teach you how to survive on my channel. And I don't really, I talk about aliens, but it's all joking. You're not gonna find anything serious about aliens on my channel. So I don't know. I don't know why they find me. To be fair, you know, there are people who know how to search YouTube and they type in Flintknapping and they go, "This guy does Flintknapping?" Yeah. Yeah, I do Flintknapping. It's not all artsy fartsy stuff. I mean, I do Flintknapping artistically, but it's not all. It's, I think my channel is classified as arts and entertainment, or how to and style, or something like that. It's not related to survival or anything like that, or sporting events or anything. It's how to and style, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I'm noticing people are finding my channel more and more now through what I thought was the regular methods, through a specific YouTube search for Flintknapping, and arrowheads. You know, they type in arrowheads or Flintknapping or something that's directly related to what I do on the channel. So that's the way they're finding me now. Mostly. Not always, but mostly that's how they're finding me. But before, yeah. You almost had to be on the weird side of YouTube to find me before. Mm-hmm. There's some guy clicking. Where's that weird music? Where's the music? Where's the weird music? I want to listen. There's a guy. I know there's a guy there going, "There's weird stuff as far as music on YouTube. Where is it? I want to see it. I want to hear it. All the other music is getting boring." You'd be surprised. Yeah, because once in a while, one of my kids will say, "Hey, Dad, have you seen this band?" And the first thing I ask is, "Did you like it, or did someone recommend it to you?" "No, I liked it, Dad." "Okay, I'll watch it then." Sometimes they show me something cringeworthy, and then they laugh because the boomer just got cringed. Yeah. "Why did you show me that?" "Because we know you would hate that, Dad." "Okay, thanks." Dang it. I fall for it every time. Every time. But now I ask. Yeah. Doesn't help though. Because I can always say, "Yeah, we like it." Don't tell him. "Don't tell me what?" "Just watch it, Dad." "Okay." No, it's one of those. Yeah. "Okay." "No, listen to the lyrics, Dad." It has lyrics. Yeah, it has lyrics. I pretend like I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Just listen close. It's kind of funny. But I don't understand it. Okay. My kids will go, "Okay, fine." We knew you were either not going to understand it or freak out. Yeah. So yeah, they get satisfied. They go on their merrily giggly way. Did they inherit my sense of humor? Yeah. Much to my not regret, but I don't know how to say it, but they get their revenge. Yeah. Yeah. Parenting is something that is not all fun and games. Alright, so people, they all get stressed out. And I remember those stressful times. Can't do this, can't do that. Better not do this, better not do that. What? You didn't get this grade? What? I gotta get called into the office? What? Yeah, most of it revolves around school. You're not up yet? What are you doing? You're asleep? Or, you missed the bus to come home? You're calling me on someone else's phone. You don't know exactly where you are because you walked down the street? And I can't call you if I can't find you? Yeah, Dad, I gotta go. I'm on someone's phone. Bye. Oh my goodness. So there I am, cruising up and down the street looking for my son. And then I get angry. Why did you let your phone die? And then later on they get me back. Yeah. Dad, watch this video. Why? It's gonna make you miserable. We know. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Maybe I'm way off base. Maybe they just are chuckleheads and they just giggle at everything. I don't know. We're gonna get you back for talking about us on video, Dad. Yeah, all's fair, I suppose. Now that everyone's adults, all my children are adults, so everything's fair game. Yep. Oh yeah. Good thing about children becoming adults is that you don't have to talk to them like kids anymore. Yeah. Although it's, you forget sometimes. And, Dad, we know. Okay, I forget that you're already grown up. Yeah. Okay. Still talking to you like a little kid. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. Oh, I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember all the school stuff. And they had extracurriculars. They had band and tennis, competitive cheerleading. I have 6 children, so they were all into something. Usually different stuff from each other. Yeah. Which is okay. It turned me into Mr. Taxi. Every day. Let's go here, let's go there, let's go here. It'd be so nice if you just guys get to go to one place only, But nope. Oh yeah, one of my daughters took fencing with swords. With those, not with blade swords, but with those foils or whatever you call them. I don't even know now. I went to so many fencing competitions and I still don't know what those things are called. Well, I can't remember. One of my daughters took fencing. None of my daughters, well, I can't say none. Half of my daughters did have dolls and played with girl stuff. But the other half were into knives, guns, swords, and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And someone's going to ask, what about Flintknapping? Did they like Flintknapping? I mean, you taught them all, didn't you? No, I didn't teach them all. They all took turns in trying it, yes. And they did stick with it for a week or so. All of them, at least. At different times, somebody would be asking me how to do it, sitting down and Flintknapping. But, you know, once they figured it out, and they could make a little triangle, cool, that's it, thanks, Dad, bye. Or I can't do it, okay, bye. And that was it. So yes, they did get some Flintknapping, some archery, and some other experiences, but they didn't stick with it. Just like I didn't stick with it. I grew up doing archery stuff and making arrowheads crudely. I made ground down arrowheads. I never Flintknapped my arrowheads. I always ground them down before I learned Flintknapping. I would grind down slate, or I'd make bone arrowheads. So yeah, for a long period of time, I stopped doing the archery thing because of family obligations. But now I can do it again. Yeah. And I start slacking. I'm trying to figure out, why do I do that? Why do I wait till the last minute? I talk smack about everybody else. And here I am. I wait till the last minute. I don't have anything for the auction. Or minimal. Again. What am I gonna do? Well, the good thing is I have all day to think about what I'm gonna do. I just sit in my dining room watching videos all day thinking, what am I gonna do? How do I fix it? While I'm thinking about it, let's go collect some arrow shoots. Oh yeah, let's go do it. Yep. I'm gonna be sitting here thinking about what I'm gonna do anyway. Might as well be productive, right? I could be out collecting arrow shoots thinking about what am I gonna do. Yeah, that's what I did. And I'm glad I did, because the snow is already piling up. And I would not be able to go out tomorrow because I'm not foolish enough to drive in this condition, or under these conditions. Even though I've had lots of experience driving in snow. Yeah, for work. I used to travel a lot with my other job. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to be out there. No, if I can avoid it, I will stay. I bought some groceries. I'm all set. Yes. I don't have to go nowhere for days. And yeah, it was National Go to Walmart Day today. That's what it seems like. You can't find a parking space. Oh, that reminds me. I used to have a hard time remembering where I parked at Walmart. Now it's a breeze. Yeah, ever since I changed my diet. Anyway, I go to Walmart. It's National Walmart Day. Everyone's in there. There's no carts available, or almost none. They always have some. You just gotta wait, 2 minutes, and they just cart a bunch of in. Anyway, I went and I got my groceries. Mostly just gallons of water, because I don't like drinking tap water. I also bought some fizzy tonic water drinks, the kind that don't have no sugar or artificial sweeteners, because that bugs me too. And now I'm all set. I already bought my freezer full of meat last week. I got chicken, beef, and pork stacked in my freezer. Mainly hams, because that's what was on sale. Yeah. The hams went on sale, and I go, dang it. I need to get with the program and figure out when are they going to have the sales, because I just bought some expensive stuff not long ago. And this stuff is like cheap when it goes on sale. Dang it. I need to get in the know on when they have meat sales. Yeah. So I'm a spaz. I don't know when to have these things, and I spent all this money on fancy marinated chicken or sausages or something. Because that's what's there. That's what's there. When I go, I don't see no sales because I don't go at the right time. Yeah. I thought this is a Flintknapping channel. Okay, it is a Flintknapping channel. All right, but it's how to in style. Okay. And I have my own interpretation of what style is. Got it? Yes. Yeah, it's how to. But I leave it to your eyes to figure this out. Okay, I'm not going to explain it all that much anymore. I got burnt out on explaining it for the most part. Not completely, but for the most part, yeah. Because I can sit here all day and theorize and explain, and someone still goes, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I can't do it. Yeah, so I just say, okay, all right. I know. I've been there. I've been there. I can't say I haven't been there. I can't say I can't sympathize, because I do. I know your pain. Yes, I do. But I'm not going to explain it. Let your eyes teach you. Yeah. That's what they're for. We used to say back in the old days, that's what they're for. What do you think? You got 2 eyes and 2 ears. Use them. We used to say stuff like that, but I don't hear anybody saying that anymore. I don't know why. Anyways, I've been picking at the edges just to see if I can sharpen them, and I suppose this is sharp enough. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do as a finish point. But this edge is kind of driving me nuts at the moment. There's a couple of ways I could sharpen it like I always do. I mean, this is what I always do anyway, but I always default back to just picking on the edge. But there's a couple of ways I could approach this more systematically, rather than just random picking at it. But I don't want to. That's all there is to it. Yeah. It comes down to eventually I'll want to do it. I've been slacking. I haven't looked at my Cody points. And I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. I know you already know I haven't been looking at them. But there's a layer of dust. See that? On my Cody points. I didn't know you had Cody points. Someone's going to say. These are not real, okay? They're plastic casts. They're made of plastic, and they're casts of the real ones. And there's a way to do these edges that is different than the way I do the edges. But it's not consistent on these Cody points. See how this is serpentine or serpentine? And this isn't. but they're both Cody points. What's Cody point? The Cody complex. See, the hafting is almost identical, the way that they make these stems. All right. So the culture, you can tell these are related by the stems. Blades are developed differently depending on the napper. Okay? The technology is mainly around the hafting and what you haft it to and what type of weapon system are these parts of. You know, is it atlatl darts? Is it some sort of modified arrow? Do you throw these by hand only like javelins, or do you use an atlatl? Yada yada yada. You can kind of tell by the hafting. Okay? Now, but the blade itself on a lot of these depends on the napper. So there's two different ways to sharpen it here. See that? I tend to do the top one. See that? They just picked at it. The top one is just picking at it, and it's kind of random to the center. All right, see that? This one, on the other hand, is OCD. Yeah. Obsessively compulsively napping to the center with equal spacing, equal pressure, and leaving the edge wavy. They could pick it so it looks like this, but they didn't. They didn't. No, they just left it. They just left it. It starts like this, but then it ends like this. And I bet you this one looked like this, and they picked it smooth. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know who's doing what. But yeah, I'll be doing these on video. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. I haven't looked at those in a while, but yeah, last time I looked at those, I go, dang it, I gotta learn different types of edge work as well as flake work. Yeah. Okay. All right. How many minutes we got? 47 minutes. What am I gonna make out of this? What I tend to do is make the Elcos because I like them. We're going to go into this book that no one seems to know what it is, even if I show the cover, and see what we got. We can make something like this. Gypsum cave. Want me to make a gypsum cave? Yes? Okay, I will. Easy peasy. Yeah, man, but that's just the first page. You just opened it up and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, easy peasy. Do a gypsum cave. Nice contracting stem. But you're gonna lose you're gonna lose the corners. So what? What's wrong with that? Yeah, some people get all bent out of shape. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination. Like everything else. You gotta start out like this if you want big barbs anyway. Yeah. Let's see, how high do I go up? I'll try to lose the minimum amount. How's that? Yeah, I don't need this. All I need to know is they're all made of obsidian. Yeah, most of these are Nevada and Oregon. I think these in California. I think this stuff comes from Oregon. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I usually am. I'm not an expert on obsidian. How can I be a napper of obsidian without being an expert on obsidian? It's a mystery, okay? But you're looking at it. You're looking at the mystery of mysteries. I don't know much about obsidian. Like other rocks, I just know if it naps or not. Yeah. And I often get the names of the rocks wrong. And I often don't know how to heat them properly. Yeah, just my experience might not be the proper way. You know, because I might have gotten bad results compared to other people. But I don't know. I'm just telling you the way I did it. See, Gypsum Cave is an easy one because of the way the blade looks. It's very similar to what I already had. Okay, so but just by coincidence, I picked it. Okay, but yeah, most of these well-made blades. Not saying this is well-made, but most of the well-made blades in the book have this nice sweeping arc to the tip, and nothing weird. Just all nice and even. Okay. All right. So, luckily, this one is one of those types that is nice and even, and there's no extra challenge involved. When I say straightforward, that's what that means. There's no extra challenge involved in some strange feature or odd or unusual feature on the point to make it more difficult. And yeah, they made it more difficult on themselves. Why? I don't know. I wish I knew why they would make it more difficult, other than sometimes they think there's a spiritual significance to sacrificing their time in making these. Yeah. Maybe it was good luck. To spend a little more extra time not only makes it look better, but it's luckier. Yeah. The universe will look down upon you in favorable ways, and you'll get lucky. And the hunt will be more successful than it normally would. Just because you sacrifice more of your time. Yeah. Who knows? Because that's what it seems like they did. Otherwise, there's no good reason. If you just use pure practicality, or just sit there and think about it, just pure reason, why would there be any incentive to go over and beyond what is necessary for survival? I don't know. It's a mystery. Like, do you go over and beyond what you need to survive? Like, for instance, we're going to get into the weird side of YouTube again. For instance, do you do a little dance before going grocery shopping? Maybe you'll get better luck with groceries if you kind of do a little dance before you go. Do you have a dance blade for shopping? Like, well, I'm going to take out my big old blade. Doesn't matter if it's steel or whatever, right? Get your sword out and start doing little jigs before you go grocery shopping. Maybe they'll help you survive better in the grocery store, and you'll get better luck that the thing you want is going to be in there. Yeah. No one does that. Only if you go hunting and you do a little prayer or dance that you'll be successful in hunting. That makes sense? Yeah, I suppose. I would think that if you're looking for a sale or whatever, or you don't have much money at the grocery store, you want some luck. I hope there's a sale. Let's do a little ceremony before we go in the groceries. Hopefully there's a sale. Maybe I should start doing that. No, grocery shopping's not the same as hunting because it's so easy. Who is to say that hunting was not easy back in the day? How many people were there? Not very many. In fact, all you gotta do is stand there and things will come after you. Yeah. What's on the menu today? Wolves. How do you know? There's a pack coming our way right now. There you go. Wolves on the menu, boys. They're just coming right to us. Yep. What's on the menu tomorrow? Probably a bear. If we make these squeaky sounds, it'll come right to us. Easy peasy. You might even get a couple mountain lions if we're good at making them squeaky noises. What are the squeaky noises? You know, you pretend you're an animal in distress. You attract all kinds of predators. And if there's no one else out there, it's wild country. What are the chances of you bringing in a predator? Pretty good, I think. So, was it hard? I don't know. You tell me. I think it'd be hard to keep the animals away from your kids. Looks like you got a lot of wolf pelts there in your lodge. Where'd you get them all, dude? I didn't get them all. They were after my kids. You got 8 wolf pelts up there. Yeah, we had 8 separate attacks. Dang it. You mean you didn't climb the highest mountain and through snow both ways to search for them wolves? Those pelts are huge. No. They caught a whiff that we were in the area. My kids must have been, you know, laughing and making kid sounds. And the wolves say, hey, there's something over there that sounds like something in distress. Yeah. And all it is kids playing. Yeah. Anyways, I can't imagine what it was like, but, you know, it's a mystery why they would take the time to make these fancy. I would be concerned that I would just have them available when I needed them. And a lot of them. Man, you carry around a lot of weapons, dude. Yeah, I've got 6 kids. What do you expect? I'm always on edge. We got critters coming after him all over the place. You mean you don't spend time doing the flaking perfectly on the arrowheads? Flaking? What's flaking? You know, them fancy designs on the edges. I don't know nothing about that. I just know that it gets sharp. Yeah, but the archaeologists, what do they say? They say the fancy flaking is culture. Culture? You know, like what everybody does. You mean everyone except me? Well, yeah. Everyone that doesn't have kids. Oh, well, you're the only one that doesn't have kids here. Maybe you're the one that's making these fancy points. Yeah. Where are your arrowheads anyway? I'll see you later. No, I want to see him. Okay. Here they are. Aha! You're the one taking all day long, making pretty passes, calling these things flakes. So that's you doing that. Dang it. Well, next time a wolf comes around, I'm going to call on you because you got the fancy stuff. So here we go. End of story, the end. Yeah. What's the ending? What happens? What happened at the end? Well, the guy that makes the fancy points is the one that gets eaten. Yeah. He doesn't know how to hunt because he spends all his time making fancy stuff. That's the moral of the story. Okay? All right. And I'm done. I'm done with it. It's even if it doesn't look exactly like a gypsum cave, that's what it is. Yeah. Does it look like it? I don't know. Probably not. Close enough. It's too fancy. Yeah, I'm gonna get eaten next time those wolves come around because I spent too much time on this. All right, I forgot my gaiters too. I feel something in my shoe. Just remember, boys and girls, emptying your shoes is part of Flintknapping. Yep. All right. There you go. This one came out smoother than I was hoping. It actually came out really smooth. It ended up being nice and smooth. Yeah. That's one thing I do like. I don't like a lot of chatter or lots of flakery going on. I like bold flakes because it makes it look smoother. I did some edge picking. It's relatively easy to drive long flakes on the mahogany obsidian. Yeah, that's one good thing about it. The other good thing is, for some reason, I'm able to thin it down fairly easily. Yeah. All right, that's it. I like it. There you go.